Well, I haven't seen you in forever, or obviously not in 2 years. Now it looks like COVID is ending, at least until the next surge appears. How is your family, your work life, your folks? Yeah, I'd love to catch up over beers. But before we plan it, I maybe should warn you that I'll probably act pretty weird, 'cause I've forgotten how to be social. It's one of those pandemic things. Every word that comes out of my mouth is depressing, and I'm prone to some crazy mood swings. Sometimes I forget that I'm talking, and I just stare off into space. But sure, I'd love to go grab a beer with you. Just tell me the time and the place. We made yeast rolls and pizzas and elaborate cupcakes, and we went to the park every day. We filled the garage up with toilet paper, but we somehow ran out anyway. One time I wore slippers into the grocery, and it turns out that nobody cares. I'll tell you more stories when we meet for coffee, but just so that you are aware, I have forgotten how to be social. It's one of those pandemic things. Everything that I say is so goddamn depressing, and I'm prone to some nasty mood swings. Sometimes I forget that I'm talking, and I just stare off into space. But I'd love to go get a coffee with you. Just tell me the time and the place. Yeah, I've mostly fine, and we've mostly been lucky, and mostly I cannot complain. And mostly I've come through this whole thing unscathed, but there's one thing I need to explain. I have forgotten how to be social. It's one of those pandemic things. I'm sad for the folks that have lost more than I did, and the grief and the heartache that brings. I'd like to forget that it happened, though I know it can't be erased. So I'd love to go get a coffee with you. Just tell me the time and the place. Yeah, I'd love to go have lunch with you, but if you could just pick the place, I can't make any more decisions. I'm so sorry.